Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Coco and I'm back again with a brand new video. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, hi, I am Dr. Obakam. I'm a medical doctor currently practicing in Abuja, Nigeria, and on this channel I do med and lifestyle videos. So yes, you're welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I do hope you're going to click the subscribe button before you leave, okay? You haven't seen my last video. I did, I wished you guys a happy new year in my last video. So on today's video, by the title you can already tell, I'm going to be talking about the struggles of being single in your 30s. First of all, I'd just like to say I am not yet 30. Actually, for my last birthday, I did a not yet 30 themed birthday cake. That was what my birthday cake was like. My birthday was October 21st and I turned 29 last year, 2022. I'm gonna leave a picture of the cake somewhere on the screen so you can see it. However, I feel like once you're already in your 20s, getting to your mid to late 20s, already you can already begin to relate with these struggles that I'm going to be talking about, because everybody from back then, 90s, from 1990, 1991, 1992, 1993, like the way they're just getting married, it's like, oh, I really thought we're still kids, I thought, you guys, like every other weekend is a wedding, and it's somebody who was born in the 90s. So don't take anything I say in this video to heart, by the way. We're just here to have a chat. This is me just chatting with you guys, basically. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get right into it. I feel like the first one that really strikes me every time I see it is, how people in their late 20s who are still single, they've all become meme sharers, basically. Like, they have the best memes on their phone. They always have this funny meme or the other to share, especially on Valentine's Day. Like yesterday, I saw a lot, and you would, like, the memes are so funny, you'd want to laugh your head off. Me looking at people's Valentine's plans and then charming it, and then, this your boyfriend try you, I beg, make una marry. Me eating my friend's Val package, you try, please tell him to put 2 wine and add more puff next time. I feel like it's really nice, because then maybe it helps them deal with being single in a better way. So I mean, whatever goes for you, really, just do it. Cheers. The next struggle is the fact that everybody who's married wants to suddenly give you relationship and marriage advice. Like the other day, someone was telling me, oh, relationship is about respect, it's about love is about respect. And I was just looking at her like, can you tell me how to make money instead? Like, my life is not just revolving only around the reason why I'm single. Like, the way they'll give you the advice, it's almost as if something is wrong with you, like, oh my god, this person needs help and I need to sit this person down and talk to this person because clearly she's not getting it right. Can we stop? The next struggle, which is one I can personally relate with, is making friends is just harder. And it's sad because, well, you had friends. It's not like you've never had friends. You had friends and they probably got married. But for some weird reason, when people get married, they suddenly do not really want to be your friends anymore. Not to say they're being mean, but I'm sure you get what I mean. It's like they just feel the need to make plans with married people more now. Do you get? It's like, oh no, she's still single, she probably can't relate, to, certain things that we'll be doing. Or, I don't know, maybe they just feel like, oh no, it's only a married people thing. And, like, just because you're married does not mean that your single friends can no longer be your friends. Like, these were the guys that were there for you before you got married. Like, these were your ride or dies. Like, these were your guys. These were your go-to people. So what suddenly changes about them? It feels like maybe something, okay, because now you're now married, these people suddenly become aliens. I don't know, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like that this particular struggle has to have a whole video on its own, because I need to ask them what changed. I'd really like to ask some married people who are like that or who think like that, like, So what changed about your folks that were your friends before you got married? Like, did they suddenly become aliens? Like, why can't you make plans with them anymore? Why do you feel the need to only make plans with married friends? I'm gonna give you guys a brief story time of how bad this thing is. So there was one time I was at this lounge, right? And me, I'm a jovial person. I'm a joyful spirit. I try to like be cool with people whenever I'm in, you know, wherever I am. Basically, I just like to be cool with people. I don't necessarily have to know you. I just know how to be cool with people, basically. But we don't necessarily have to become friends after that. That's just the difference. So I was at this lounge that was owned by my friend, and my friend was having a party at the lounge. So there was this lady who he invited, but she came alone. A lot of people, of course, came with their friends. But there was this lady that was there, and she came by herself, and she seemed really lonely and sad. So I sat next to her and tried to like, oh, you know, let's be together, basically, seeing as my friend who owned the place was busy trying to arrange stuff and all that. She had had a few drinks. She starts talking about how she has a lot of friends in Abuja, but you know, she's here by herself because her friends are all married, and you know, whenever she calls them, they never really want to like hang out with her. Now, I don't know the kind of friendship they had. Maybe she wasn't exactly a good friend, because I'm only hearing from her side. But she made it seem like, well, because these people are now married, like they don't want to do stuff with me anymore. Like I invited them for this function, and you know, none of them wanted to show up, and it's been a really stressful week. I really needed to be out of my house, and I wanted to be here. So that's why I came by myself. Anyways, we're cool together the whole time at the party, and you know, we danced together. I made sure she had a good time. We had shots together and stuff, and everything was cool. But you know, it was really sad. I was sad for her, basically. That's just what I'm trying to say. So please, if you're married and you do that, stop it. It's not nice. It feels like you are stigmatizing them because they're single. Yeah, that's what it feels like. The way you stigmatize people, the way people stigmatize people with HIV and stuff, that's what it like. It's they don't have a disease because they're single. Like, that's just where I'm going to leave it at. The next struggle is everybody thinking that you are sad. Like, every time you sort of give off a little bit of sad energy, most people tend to think, oh, it's because she's still single, oh, it's because she doesn't have a boo, oh, it's because, like, no, I'm sad because I'm not yet a billionaire. I'm sad because I'm not yet globetrotting. I'm sad because I don't have my own houses yet. People are busy putting pressure on you about things that you're not even thinking about. I don't have anything against marriage and relationships, but there's so much more to life than that. Another struggle is life begins to get boring. The way it seems, right, is that when you're 19, 20, that's like you arriving at the party. Then when you're like in your early 20s, like 21, 22, that's like, wow, the party is now lit. And then mid 20s, okay, the party is beginning to die down. And then late 20s, the party is over. Like, life just begins to get boring. Like, your priorities have just become straight. So life just automatically gets boring because club to you is not interesting anymore, which is a natural phase to get, but it's still sort of a struggle. I asked my friend as well, you know, what her struggle was, you know, being single in her late 20s, and she told me not having someone to share stuff with. Like, oh, it's been a crazy day, you go back home and you just go back to yourself again. Like, you've been at work and you've been stressed and you've been in your own head the whole day, and then you get back home and you're still in your own head because you don't have anybody to sort of talk to about how rough your day was. And for her, that's like her biggest struggle. And of course, cuddling as well, that's a struggle for her as well. So, but yeah, I just hope we try to get through this phase in one piece. I just pray for God to help everybody who is going through this phase, because it can't be easy. Like, there's so much more struggles that people are dealing with, but I'm trying to keep my videos short and straight to the point and sweet, so I'm not going to be talking too much. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this chart. I just came here to have you guys. See you guys in my next video. Do take care. Bye.